So we're given functions f, g, and h, and we want to evaluate function h at some value, but I cannot because h has this strange component q. We have to find number q, and then we can finish this problem. Now they tell us that g is a factor of f, so g divides f. So if f were to get divided by g, then we would have a remainder of 0. And so I wish to use synthetic division. But not just that, I want to use synthetic division according to the technique that was shown in the previous video, where if you use a factor out here, so this is the factor of the divisor, right? This is the root, I should say. This is called the root of the divisor. This is your divisor, which happens to be a factor. You set this equal to 0 and solve, and that's what you get. This is the root, and it goes out there. And you know that because this is a factor in the directions, you know that the remainder is going to be 0. Let's find q. If I go here, drop the 6, 6 times that on a calc is going to be 14. Add these, 15. Multiply these, that'll be 35, and I'm just going to wait. Once I hit the part with the letter, I just wait. And so I've gone like this, but now let me go like that, and then I can proceed. So it's going to go like that up to the letter, and then you work backwards to the middle. So let's see. So if this is 0, that means that this has to be 7. Because if you add these, it's 0. Now to find this guy, based on the previous video's suggestion, I can take 7 divided by the number on the outside, and that tells me what goes here. So this is going to have to be 3. Because 3 times this is that. So if this is 3, this has to be negative 56, because if you add these, right, if you add them, it gives you 3. And so now I take the negative 56 and I divide it by the same number that's on the outside, negative 24, and that goes here. And then once I have this vertical line, I stop and I build this equation that says q plus 35 equals negative 24. And if I subtract 35, it tells me that q is negative 59. So that's what q is. And now that you know q, you can forget about f and g. I want to find h because the goal involves h. So now I know here as a little side comment that h of x equals negative 4q, negative 4x plus q, which is negative 59. So this is my equation h, which is completed. And now I want to take this function h and plug in this number into it. So let me try that out here. So h of pi plus 59 over negative 4 would equal negative 4 times the input, pi plus 59 over negative 4 minus 59. That's just the equation h written again, but instead of x, I plugged in the input. Nothing happens on the left. All the math takes place on the right. You should go calculator on this to get a number, but I want to show you that this works out nicely because the negative 4s knock out because this negative 4 has a 1 beneath it. These knock out. So you're left with pi plus 59 minus 59, which is why the answer key had an answer of pi.